There was one time I was playing at an apartment and I really had to take a shit.
Oh my God.
And it was like peak time. So like I was holding it. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. And then fucking it was like 140 or no, 120. And I was doing the whole thing where like, you know when you have to take a shit real bad and you're standing but your legs are like crossed like this? I was doing that for like 15 minutes. Yo, what up? It's Freeza Chin.
And Jayemkayem.
We're here to push the wall, and I'm about to give hope to men with dad bods everywhere in Mario Tennis.
I grew up in Hong Kong for a part of my childhood. So I'm half Chinese, my dad's Chinese. And then when I was like a tween, I guess it's called, I moved to Calgary. And then I lived there for like most of my life.
I grew up in Markham and Scarborough, and now I live downtown. It's pre-Chinese. Well, it was pre-Chinese, but it wasn't, because like, I have ADHD and I kept getting kicked out of Chinese school. So, but like, Markham's mad Chinese now, but it wasn't when I was growing up. I had a good upbringing. I had a pretty cool upbringing.
My upbringing was cool. I have a big family, so that was like really fun. I have like 2 brothers and 2 sisters, and 3 of my siblings are younger, so it was a lot of babysitting and a lot of that type of shit.
I don't know, realizing that you can get paid to DJ.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah.
I've like always been into music. I wasn't like, I played instruments growing up. I wouldn't say I came from like a very musical like family or anything, but I was definitely always interested in music. But I think when I knew that I could do it as part of my career was kind of like when social media and the internet started becoming more of like an everyday thing. Just because it really opened the possibilities for all kinds of stuff. Like even something like SoundCloud, you know, like 10 years ago, the fact that you could just make your own music and put it on something, the internet, for other people to like find and hear was like a pretty novel concept. So I think that, yeah, I would say around that time, like 2008, 2009, when social media started really being a thing, is when I started considering it more seriously and how I could get involved with it.
I used to and still watch a lot of Dragon Ball and anime. So I just
That's a fact. I can vouch for the fact he watches a lot of anime.
So Frieza was my DJ name. But when I was playing a lot of these like house parties and like reggae parties, Jamaican people, no matter what your name is, if you're Chinese, they call you Mr. Chin. So like I just added Frieza. I just added Chin to the end of Frieza, and it's Frieza Chin. Oh, I'm not too.
So it's lighthearted racism.
Yeah.
Lighthearted racial profiling. Yeah, so Jayemkayem used to just be my like social media handle, and then when I started getting booked for like, when I started DJing and playing like a couple of events, I remember like the first thing I ever played, the guy like sent me a flyer and it was just like had Jayemkayem on it, and I was like, oh, he probably just put that because it's my Instagram name. And then I was like, oh, I'll just like not say anything. I honestly didn't have any idea of what I would call myself. I was kind of hoping someone would like give me something.
What does Jayemkayem stand for? You didn't even say that.
Oh yeah, it's just my initials. But like all spelled out.
There was one.
Oh, I know. I got a good one. I was playing at EFS, and like a lot of like celebrities and like stuff like that like to go to EFS. But it was like a night when a lot of like OVO people were in the building, and it was like a really good night. I was like having a good time. I went to play I'm Still Fly, but I thought I had the Drake only version like pulled up. But it turns out it wasn't the Drake only version. And I guess it's like a beef thing with Paige or whatever his name is. And he like started rapping, like his verse like kicked in. And he, like no lie, it was like 2 seconds into it. And Lancelot, he like, literally, I don't even know where he came from. He like popped up out of nowhere and he just like turned it down. And there was just no music playing in the club. And he was hosting, so he like kind of smoothed it over. And then I like loaded up another track and played something else. But he was like, what are you doing? I was like, Dude, I thought it was the Drake only version. I think it was labeled wrong. Like the track was actually like labeled wrong, and then I was just like.
There was one time I was playing at an apartment, and I really had to take a shit.
Oh my god.
And it was like peak time, so like I was holding it. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. And then fucking it was like 140, or no, 120, and I was doing the whole thing where like, you know when you have to take a shit real bad and you're standing but your legs are like crossed like this. I was doing that for like 15 minutes, and Mix was there, my homie Mix, and fucking he's like, yo, you alright? I was like, no, I gotta take a shit. And then fucking, yeah, I put on like a super long track that had like, you guys know, like there was like an outro edit where the instrumental just plays at the end, and it was what song was it? X-Men, that Lil Yachty song. So I went to take a shit, and fucking, yeah, I was taking a shit, and I just heard the fucking beat playing, and it was just like the same 4-bar loop for like fucking, no lie, like 3 or 4 minutes. And then I came running out, and then fucking started playing again, and Mix was like, yo, look down, and fucking there's a long ass thing of toilet paper stuck to my foot.
Oh my god.
So yeah, not the most embarrassing, it was pretty embarrassing. I actually thought it was pretty funny.
Wow.
We got booked for the same party at the Libertine one time. The theme was grime and dance hall music. And it was our friend Loretta that hooked it up.
Oh, fuck.
I was dating somebody else at the time, and she was
very emotionally unavailable.
Yeah. But we were cool though. We became friends, and then like, yeah, that's how we met though, at the Libertine.
Yeah.
Pick up Loretta.
And I remember I was like low-key trying to draw for like crazy tunes.
Yo, and you did still.
I was like, I need to like pull out some crazy shit for Freeza Chin. Because I knew he was like really
on it
with in terms of like UK music. And I was like, this guy's probably gonna think I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I definitely went in thinking like, who the fuck is Jayemkayem, bro?
See? So yeah, I came with it though.
She did. Bear Selection was a label I started like in 2016. So like, I grew up on a lot of British stuff in terms of music, and in the UK, way more so than North America, instrumental music of all sorts is way more prevalent and popular. So I wanted to start a label to showcase really dope instrumental music from Toronto. That was the main idea at first. Then I started getting way too busy to like actually work on the label at all. And then this summer we went to England, and it was a really inspiring trip because we met a lot of people that were doing a lot of dope things. The main thing for me was when we went to see Spyro. When I went to do it. So my homie Spyro, he has a really dope show on BBC One Extra, and I did a guest mix for him, and we were hanging out in the studio, and he was showing me all the stuff he was working on, and he was like telling me how like in the zone he was, and how he's just like not gonna hold on to music anymore. He's just, whatever he makes, he's just gonna start a label and put that shit out. And yeah, I thought that was pretty inspiring. So we came back, seeing as I was really shit at organizing stuff, she really helped me organize everything and meet deadlines and shit like that. So she manages the label, and she's basically the boss though.
We went to England for like a month, and so we were there for like a good stretch. And
yeah.
Going anywhere like that for a month is like, and then coming back, even though we wanted to come home, it's still like, you know, you can get like some post-trip like blues. So we were just trying to like be as productive as possible, and like have something to kind of like channel all this like dope energy that we'd had on the trip into. It's like gives us something to work on together, but we kind of bring our own like strengths to like the table. Like the stuff that Mike does for the label, like I definitely can't do, and the stuff that I do, you might be able to do.
No,
but
let's be real, I can't.
I like really love the stuff that we're doing with it. We had our first release already, and that was really cool, and so the shit that's coming down the pipe is fucking sick too.
The first release was from my homie Trey Mission, who I've known for ages now, and I do a lot of work with. Trey's pretty protective of his music because obviously it's his fucking music. And I know he wasn't originally a fan at first of putting out beats of his like just out there for anyone to have. But I've always said that like, anyone who follows me or talks to me, I've always said that everyone knows that he's a really dope artist, like a lyricist and all that. But like to me, in my opinion, he's one of like the most unique and amazing producers I've ever heard.
He's like one of the few people like that I can think of that's like as sick of a producer as he is at everything else, and it's kind of rare these days. I think it might have actually been Mariah Carey, Fantasy, or Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill.
The first ever, I remember this, cassette tape I ever bought was Snow's debut album. I wish I still had that tape now too. He's a bad man, I don't care what anyone says.
That's funny.
Informer,
yeah.
And that girl I've been hurt, but I need another lover.
Yeah. Lonely Monday Morning.
Yo, banger. Jeez. We gotta pull that back out.
I played it.
1:30 a.m. at apartment 200, I'm playing fucking Snow, trust me.
Next time you need to take a shit.
Yeah, that's my shit song.
Like, I was really into Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, I still am. But he was Peng when I was young.
Peng. Yo, look up the Wonder Years.
Kate Beckinsale. Actually, I think I asked you once who your celebrity crush was, and you said Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah. Anyway, the chick from the Wonder Years that used to be Fred Savage's girlfriend. I forgot her name.
Winnie?
Winnie, yeah, Winnie. Yeah, like Winnie. I think I don't know if she's still lit though, so try and look for pictures in the past.
Venue Spaces?
Yeah. Word.
Is like the big one. And like, there's a whole like, it's not just not having places to throw parties in, it's like having places to have them that have like a proper sound system, or that there's the opportunity to like make some decent money.
Yeah, like places that'll actually split the bar with you, or
yeah.
like let you charge whatever cover you see fit. I think in Toronto especially, as a DJ, I think spaces are the main issue.
Yeah.
So I just bought a fucking Crunchyroll account, so I've been going off. I just finished season 3 of Attack on Titan. I've been watching Hunter x Hunter, which I slept on for so long. It's so sick. Oh, Tokyo Ghoul I just finished watching, because in the UK they have it on their Netflix.
I have to say VitBio on Blur, because it's actually comical how much we've been going there. Like, it doesn't even make sense.
It's a really dope, like, kind of fusion late night Vietnamese spot, but it's crack. It's crack.
I think we mostly started going there so much because it's open late.
So we go there after like gigs and shit.
Yeah, but it's like, it's to the point now where like, it's a joke.
Yeah, they laugh when we walk in.
Yeah, and even among our friends and stuff, like,
yeah.
Like, I like recently gave a friend of mine something, and to like say thank you, she bought us VitBio gift certificates. And then like another friend of ours was there the other day, and he messaged me and he's like, hey, I went to VitBio today. You weren't there. I thought it was weird. I was like, yep. It's not like pho.
It's not like, yeah, it's not pho. They have pho, but it's not pho.
It's really good.
If you guys, it's a bit pricey, but like, it's so good. House of Gourmet.
Yeah, that's so good.
House of Gourmet is like classic Chinatown spot.
It's like Chinese, it's kind of like a diner.
Yeah.
They got like wonton soup and like all the good.
One of my favorite Caribbean restaurants is the one I used to work at, but it exists still, but the food's a bit different. It's called Craven's. It's a Jamaican food place up in Markham at Woodbine and Steeles.
The ends.
Also, Rasta Pasta in Kensington Market.
Yeah, we tried to go there today.
But they ran out of ackee and saltfish, so we were like, nah.
Ackee and saltfish is...
You guys ever have ackee and saltfish?
Freeza's
favorite. He's like, oh yeah. It is my favorite, actually. She makes a fucking really, really good ackee and saltfish, actually.
Thanks, babe. Sugo?
Oh, fuck. I take it back. Sugo.
It's really bomb.
Bro. Like, North American, Italian style, like... I can't even... Follow them on Instagram. They're really funny on Instagram, too.
Food is awesome. Get the matzo sticks.
Get the matzo sticks. Get spaghetti with meat sauce or the rigatoni with rosé. Get the calamari. And get the affogato
Get the whole menu.
Get the affogato and the tiramisu for dessert.
Facts.
and then undo your pants and roll yourself home. We were on a serious note talking about after we went to England together and we were able to DJ together. It was a lot of fun. So we really want to do that somewhere else. We were thinking of trying to go to Asia.
Yeah.
To DJ out there together. She's DJed in Asia a bunch of times. I've been to Thailand and shit, but we're talking about like Shanghai and Hong Kong and stuff. I haven't been there since I was a kid, since I was like 8. So I really want to go back and do that.
Mm-hmm. We have another project launching soon. We can't talk about it yet, but it's related to the label. We're basically just trying to do more stuff that's around community and music. And
8 now.
I feel like we've had a lot of good fortune, so we're just trying to pass that on.
More stuff with the label. Like, I hope we had a really successful launch party, and we're trying to build events around like some of the releases. So hopefully those go well, because the first one was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and then personally, I'm trying to make my own music.
She's actually quite sick.
But yeah, I'm trying to do that.
She made a wavy fucking 8-bar loop the other day.
Starting small.
Yeah. I would love to work on a really cool R&B project. I really want to work with Savannah Ray, and we've been trying to make it happen, but we just can't line up our schedules. I did one session with her one time, and I was hooked.
She's killing it right now.
Yeah, she is killing it. Bear Selection is spelled B-A-R-E, not bear like teddy bear. Some people ask me that. They're like, what, really?
It's Bear Tings.
Yeah, you can get it on our Bandcamp or anywhere else. It's streaming everywhere. If you're a DJ, you can go to Beatport and everything, get the WAV files.
And our next release is coming at the top of next year.
Yes.
So definitely.
As well as the revelation of our secret project.
Yeah. I wish we could talk about the secret project.
I know, me too.
So just watch out for that. And what else? Who do we have to shout out? Pushthewall.
Yeah, shout out Pushthewall.
Shout out Lil Bow Wow.
Shout out Wario, giving hope to men with dad bods everywhere.
Yes. Yeah, that's it. Everybody in Toronto, all of the homies, worldwide. Gang.
Gang, 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 gang.